Taking a comfortable seat on your mat for your practice today. Turning your gaze inward as you breathe deep into your belly, into your ribs, and up into your chest. Turning your palms up on your knees. Spine nice and long. Your chin towards your chest, taking a neck roll to the right as you inhale, exhaling through center, rolling your head to the left, continuing to open the neck and shoulders as you breathe. Eyes nice and relaxed, jaw soft. So you circle all the way around. And changing directions. Big neck rolls. And bring your head back to center. Taking sun breaths, inhaling arms up overhead. Exhale, extend. With the fingers, drop the palms. Again, deep breath in, opening the chest, gazing up. And exhale, release. One more time, inhaling nice and long through the side ribs, taking a stretch over to the left. Your chest open, and feel free to look up or down at the ground if your neck is tired. Breathing deeply, inhale, come up. Exhale, dropping to the other side. Big, long stretch, rooting your sits bones into the ground. Gazing up or down, depending on your neck. Inhale, lift up, lifting both arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Deep breath in as you lengthen your spine, looking all the way behind you. And one more breath in, lifting the arms up. Exhale, over to the other side. Deep breaths as you twist. Coming back to center, lifting the arms, and exhale, release. Taking a little hip stretch, walking your hands forward, reaching out as long as you can through the fingers, dropping the forehead to the ground, and breathe. And slowly inhale, rising all the way up, palms up, arms up, switching the crossing of your legs and coming right back down. Deep breaths as you relax your jaw, your eyelids. You can place a block under your forehead if it doesn't touch the ground. And one more breath in. Exhale. As you inhale, slowly walking back up and coming right to your table pose on your hands and your knees. Pressing through the palms, pulling the belly slightly in and arching your back, looking up into dog. Exhale, rounding your spine. Push down. Inhale, waist down, chest forward, look up. And exhale, rounding your spine. Deep breath in, arching your back. And exhale, rounding the spine. Last time, deep breath in, arching. Exhale, round. And Sitting back onto your heels for a wide-legged child's pose, knees spread wide. Dropping your head to the ground, again using a block if you need. Feel the breath in the back body expand and calm the mind as you focus on the breath. Rolling up now and coming back towards table, and start to make some nice big hip circles. And switch directions, big circles the other way, opening any tightness. Just making a couple of sighs if it feels good. Coming right up into upward facing dog. Knees up, tucking. Tailbone under, pull the belly in and come right up into downward facing dog. Maybe taking a few moments to pedal out the heels. To lengthen through the tailbone, shoulders away from ears. And inhale forward to plank pose, chaturanga. Land on your belly and clasp the hands behind, taking Shalambhasana variation. Legs up, arms up. Open that chest. Keep the neck long and breathe. And exhale, release. Hands alongside you, peeling up into a cobra pulse. Exhale, release. Tucking chin into chest, rolling up, shoulders squeezing on the back and lowering down. Inhale, peeling yourself up, opening the chest and softening. Inhaling all the way up into upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, relaxing. Inhale to lift the right leg up to the sky. Open up the hip, bend the knee. And step forward to lunge, dropping the back knee. Low lunge as you lift the arms up overhead. Sink the hips. Breath as you lower the arms, stepping back, hips back, and taking a little hamstring stretch over the leg. Inhale, extend through the chest, look up, and exhale, bow. Deep breath in, extend through the chest, and exhale, pull it in. And back to your lunge, tuck your back toes, step back, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, open up the hip, bend the knee. As you inhale, step forward into lunge, dropping the back knee and opening up the torso, side rib cage as you lift the arms, slow lunge. And feeling that psoas muscle open in the front of the thigh, bringing more space to your chest. And come back for your hamstring stretch, sliding the heel forward if you'd like, dropping the head down. Inhale, lengthen through the chest, and exhale, bow. Deep breath in, lengthen through the chest, and exhale, let it go. And back to your lunge, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Deep breath in, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a breath or two. Grounding through fingers, through toes, through heels and palms of the hands. Lift high up onto your toes, bend your knees and step forward. Lengthen your spine, flat back, And exhale, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Separate the feet hip width, taking ragdoll, opposite hand to elbow, gently swaying side to side. Nodding the head yes and no. Making the head nice and heavy, releasing the arms. And taking your hands to your hips, inhale, lengthen the spine as you rise up to mountain. Stepping to the front of your mat, hands to the heart. A deep breath in, open the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank, chaturanga. Deep breath in, upward dog. And exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee bends, step onto the right foot, come up for warrior one. Settle through the back foot. Bend the front knee right on top of the ankle. Keep your focus on your breath. As you lower, stepping back, exhale, chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, step it forward. Come up for warrior one. Breathe. Exhale, step back, take a vinyasa. Coming back to downward facing dog. Hips nice and high. And settle. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, Uttanasana. And taking Yoga Mudra pose. Arms behind the back, clasping the hands. Bending your knees slightly if you need to protect your low back. Melting the shoulders. And drop your hands. Utkatasana, chair pose, bringing the knees together, big toes together. Bring the palms together and turn to the right. Inhale and turn towards the left, taking prayer, squeezing the palms towards one another and gazing up. Deep breath in, lift the arms. Exhale, swan dive forward. Stepping your right foot back into lunge. Bring the hands all the way around to the right into a wide angle. Lower your head, hands shoulder width apart, elbows bent back, parallel, and let go. Keep the shoulders away from your ears, tailbone nice and high. Feel the arches of your feet hugging into your inner thighs, belly in, and let go. On your inhale, walk your hands forward, lifting your right arm to the sky into a twist. One line from shoulder to shoulder. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky, twisting, gazing up at the thumb. Opening the chest and release. And bring your hands to your hips. Inhale through a flat back, come all the way up, turning your toes out. Inhale, arms up, bending your elbows like a cactus, coming into goddess pose. Knees bent right over the ankles, and then turning towards your left, taking triangle pose. Extending long through both side bodies, gazing up at the thumb. If your neck's tired, you can look down and stretch the upper arm over the ear now, taking an extended triangle. Releasing that hand to your hip and coming up into a half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. stacking that right hip over the left, squeezing the thigh and the standing leg, and gazing up at the thumb. Exhale, release standing splits, dropping the head, walk the hands back towards the foot, and big step back with that top foot, walking all the way through to center and dropping the head down. Yoga Mudra, taking the hands in a clasp, lifting the arms up over the head. Breathe. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your hands to your hips and rise. Now turning your right foot out, left foot in, coming into triangle pose, lengthen through the side body as you lower, bringing your hand to the shin or a block or the ground, lifting the left arm up to the sky, opening the chest, opening the side body, experiencing freedom throughout all sides of your triangle. Opening up now into extended triangle, arm over the ear. And exhale, hand to the hip. Taking half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Right fingertips down, right foot pressing as you lift. The left hip up and over, flexing that back foot. And gazing up towards the sky if your neck feels okay. Exhale, lower, stepping into standing splits, back leg up, and step all the way back, lunge. And walking through center back to your wide angle. Taking your hands to your hips, inhale. And slowly exhale. Inhale to rise all the way up. And stepping into our warrior now. Left knee bends, gazing over the left fingertips. Nice strong stance in warrior 2. Inhale, hands to prayer, come to center, switching sides, arms lengthen, gazing right over the front fingertips, warrior 2. And hands back to center in prayer, stepping into your mountain pose to the front of your mat. Hitting reset, inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. Exhale, surrender. Deep breath in, lengthen your spine. And exhale, jump, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pigeon pose, inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, opening up that hip as you fly into Kapotasana, pigeon, squaring off your hips, and lifting your chest as you take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower, rest. Resting either on your forearms, resting on your hands, or laying the whole thing out. Engaging your Ujjayi pranayama. Letting go of whatever you don't need to hold on to in your practice or in your practice outside of your mat. And when you're ready, slowly rising up, tuck your toes back to downward facing dog, pedaling out the heels a little bit if that feels good. And then inhale, lifting the other leg, left leg up, open the hip and fly down to pigeon pose. Getting those hips nice and square and folding over the legs. Rest. Taking time here with your breath to soften, Softening the jaw, softening the eyelids, feeling the muscles melt as you breathe. And taking one more breath here, inhale and exhale. Slowly rising up to downward facing dog, pedaling out the heels. And inhale, coming forward onto your knees, cross your ankles, sit back for Baddha Konasana, bound angle, holding onto the outer edge of your feet, lengthening your spine, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, draw your elbows in towards your thighs or your knees and surrender forward from your heart, dropping your head. Relax. And slowly rise up. From here, taking your Paschimottanasana, forward fold, inhale in staff pose, exhale, release your arms forward, holding onto your feet, ankles, or just resting the hands on the ground. Remembering this is not about touching our toes or how far we can get, but about how deeply we can surrender, how deeply we can let be all that is. Surrender. Inhale, rising up slowly to come out of the pose, rolling down onto your back and making a few knee circles and switching directions with your knee circles. Getting ready for twists, bringing the knees over to the right, gazing to the left. Letting twists help even us out after our practice. Squeezing out anything that doesn't serve us through our twists. And inhale, draw your knees into your chest and over to the other side, gazing to the right, placing your left hand on top of your knee and drawing it down as an extra adjust. And one more breath in, twist. Inhale, draw the knees back into the chest. And release all the way out into final resting pose, Shavasana. Legs nice and wide, arms wide, palms turning up. Letting yourself receive your practice on all levels of your being. Letting every cell take in your practice. Letting go of all control of your breath. Completely emptying out. And letting go. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes once again. And then drawing your arms up overhead, making yourself as long as possible as you take a deep breath in and exhale, sigh it out. Release your arms by your sides. Draw your knees into your chest and begin to rock side to side as you land on your right side in fetal position, pausing, taking rest. When you feel ready, gently press the palms to rise up into seated position with the eyes closed, turning your palms up and just noticing how you feel. Feeling gratitude for your practice today, bring your hands together, bowing towards yourself. Namaste.